Hello, TTI family! In today's episode, we're joining the incredibly talented Yudai Kawase as he embarks on another ingenious campervan build, this time taking things to the next level with a full-sized Nissan Vanette 1-ton truck. After months of meticulous searching, Yudai finally found the perfect base for his project. Priced at 400,000 yen, the vehicle came complete with studless tires, a brand new spare, and a full inspection. An excellent deal for a builder's dream foundation. Though Yudai originally hoped for an automatic model, new diesel emission regulations and limited availability pushed him toward a manual transmission instead. Luckily, this didn't dampen his enthusiasm because the Vanette specs made it an ideal candidate for conversion. Compared to his earlier kei-truck camper, this vehicle offered a much larger and sturdier platform. The loading bed measured 1,600 millimeters wide and 2,735 millimeters long, nearly a meter longer than his previous build. With double rear wheels for added balance and a bed height of 700 millimeters, the truck could easily support a larger, more stable living structure. Japanese road laws even allowed Yudai to extend the camper shell up to 46 centimeters beyond the chassis, providing generous interior space, a major improvement over the previous build's cramped 145 centimeter ceiling. After painting the truck body to protect it from corrosion, Yudai rolled up his sleeves and began the carpentry work. Every wooden piece was carefully measured, cut, and fitted to form a solid timber frame directly on the truck bed. This framework created a grid of compartments that provided both structural strength and cavities for insulation. He then added plywood panels over the top, forming a sturdy, level floor. To ensure the van would be livable year-round, Yudai prioritized thermal and acoustic insulation. He used lightweight, rigid foam panels, the familiar blue insulation boards, between the frame cavities. This combination of wood and foam reduced heat transfer from the steel base, keeping the cabin warmer in winter and cooler in summer. The insulated floor also acted as a foundation for all upcoming interior installations. Everything from furniture to fixtures depended on its precision and stability. Next came the wall framework. Yudai cut, treated, and assembled timber sections, applying protective coatings to prevent moisture damage and warping. The wooden skeleton was reinforced with plywood sheathing for rigidity, while the inner cavities were filled with extruded polystyrene foam, a durable, water-resistant insulation material perfect for mobile living. Once installed, both the inner and outer surfaces were sealed with plywood sheets, transforming the frame into a robust, weatherproof shell. To protect the structure from the elements, Yudai wrapped the entire exterior with a synthetic moisture and wind barrier, similar to those used in modern home construction. This ensured no water or air leakage could compromise the wood or insulation layers. With that done, he installed windows, carefully securing them through both the plywood and frame for maximum durability. Finally, Yudai turned his attention to aesthetics. For the outer cladding, he selected narrow wooden planks, each treated with weatherproof coatings. To break away from the uniform look of conventional RVs, he alternated between blackened and natural wood finishes, creating a beautiful, modern patchwork design. The result was not just another camper, it was a handcrafted home on wheels, blending Japanese craftsmanship with practical engineering. Through his precision, creativity, and dedication, Yudai Kawase transformed an ordinary truck into a fully insulated, weather-resistant, and visually stunning campervan. His build stands as a testament to thoughtful design and the art of turning utility into comfort, one perfectly measured plank at a time. The roofing stage of Yudai Kawase's campervan build followed a meticulous and logical process designed to ensure durability, insulation, and weather resistance. He began by constructing a pitched timber framework atop the camper walls, which served as the roof's skeletal foundation. This wooden structure not only distributed the load evenly, but also created internal cavities for insulation. Once the framework was perfectly aligned and secured, Yudai fastened plywood sheets over the top, turning the roof frame into a rigid structural diaphragm capable of handling wind and road vibrations. Inside the roof cavity, he installed rigid blue foam insulation panels, fitting them snugly between the timber battens to eliminate thermal bridges and heat loss. Every joint was sealed with black airtight tape, ensuring complete insulation continuity. For long-term protection against the elements, Yudai reinforced all critical seams with flashing tape, a step that prevented water ingress and potential damage. Finally, he mounted corrugated metal-style roofing sheets in overlapping layers, creating a waterproof shell that allowed rain to flow off efficiently. At the highest point of the roof, ridge caps were installed to seal the top seam and deflect wind and water, completing a robust, weather-resistant roofing system. Once the roof was finished, Yudai turned his focus to external reinforcements. The cladding was carefully adjusted to fit tightly around the roof edges, ensuring a clean and secure transition. He then added trim boards and ceiling strips along all exterior corners and openings. The windows were meticulously waterproofed, first masked with yellow tape to define the edges, then sealed using premium outdoor sealant. Once the sealant was smoothed to perfection, the masking tape was peeled off to reveal crisp, professional lines. With the shell now sealed, Yudai began refining the camper's exterior design. He cut and sanded narrow wooden strips to create decorative trims and frames around the windows. These weren't just aesthetic, they also added extra protection from moisture. Yudai introduced creative flair by experimenting with herringbone and geometric wood patterns, transforming the camper into a mobile work of art. Alternating between natural and black painted wood, he achieved a bold contrast that emphasized the natural grain and gave the exterior visual depth. To blend functionality with artistry, some of these decorative panels were mounted on lightweight plywood bases fitted with hidden hinges and locks. These cleverly disguised storage compartments maintained the seamless patchwork look of the camper while offering practical storage solutions. Even the main door mirrored this philosophy. It featured a timber frame filled with blue insulation, a waterproof membrane, and a mosaic-style wooden cladding, all bordered by black trim. Proper ventilation and condensation drainage were built in, preventing moisture buildup inside the cabin. As the finishing touches came together, the camper began to feel like a home. Smoothly sanded countertops were treated with hard wax oils and resin, giving them both durability and a rich finish. Finally, Yudai added a creative flourish, a custom neon sign shaped like a camper mounted on the interior wall. To finalize the exterior, Yudai coated every wooden surface with hard wax oils and UV-resistant paints, enriching the wood's natural color while providing a lasting defense against moisture and sunlight. The result was not only weatherproof but beautifully handcrafted, turning a simple truck into a rolling showcase of craftsmanship and design innovation.
This will secure it. Materials.
After completing the main framework, Yudai began securing the wooden camper structure to the Nissan Vanette's chassis. To ensure a strong and flexible attachment, he used a system of external fasteners, including heavy-duty carabiner hooks and elastic tie-downs. This setup provided a secure bond while still allowing for minor movement essential for a structure that experiences constant road vibration and shifting loads. Inside, Yudai moved on to one of the most crucial aspects of any camper build, the electrical system. Before closing up the walls, he carefully routed conduits and protective casings through the wooden framework to protect all wiring. Switches and outlets were strategically positioned for maximum convenience. Once the wiring was in place, he began the process of applying interior cladding. For this, Yudai chose thin tongue and groove boards, a classic choice for camper interiors due to their lightweight and interlocking design. When installed, they create a smooth, continuous surface that distributes stress, evenly preventing cracks or warping during travel. The natural wood grain also brought a sense of warmth and craftsmanship to the compact interior. Each board was attached using hidden fastening techniques. Nails or screws were driven diagonally through the tongue of one board before the next was slotted in, concealing the fasteners completely. This technique resulted in a clean, seamless finish essential in a small space where every surface contributes to both aesthetics and comfort. The furniture inside the camper was entirely custom-built to fit the truck's compact layout. Hinges, drawer slides, and lid stays were all selected for vibration resistance and soft close performance to prevent noise during travel. Space efficiency was key. Benches open to reveal hidden storage compartments. Beds contained concealed drawers, and cabinets were built flush between the wall studs to save precious floor area.
Thank you for watching.
This glowing piece served as both aesthetic centerpiece and soft lighting, wired into its own low-voltage circuit with a dedicated switch. In the end, the Nissan Vanette 1-ton truck proved to be a perfect foundation for Yudai's vision. The dual rear tires offer superior stability, while features like power steering and factory air conditioning made it exceptionally comfortable to drive. This build wasn't just about creating a camper, it was about merging art, engineering, and practicality. Yudai's project stands as a testament to how craftsmanship can transform a work truck into a mobile expression of creativity and comfort. The core of the electrical setup was a fused distribution panel, neatly organizing power circuits for LED lighting, outlets, and appliances. Yudai used Wago lever connectors to ensure secure, reliable wiring connections. The system also included circuit breakers and a master cutoff switch for safety. A highlight of the build was the compact wall-mounted air conditioning unit, integrated seamlessly into the insulated shell. Powered by a heavy-duty inverter and managed by a smart battery control system, the AC could run efficiently without overloading the electrical circuits.